go over is the new player tips. So if you're a new player, you're just trying to get with the game, like in Gorilla Tag, follow these tips. If you're a pro player, you might want to skip later into the video so you can get all the important stuff for you. So the first tip I'm going to talk about is walking. So you're a new player, you don't know how to walk. You're just going like this. You're trying to figure out the basics of how to move like this without just launching up into the air. So for now, before you get into the the later stuff of like trying to like do this and stuff like that, the first thing you're gonna do is you're just gonna try to get your arm like this and just try to push to the ground like this. Just push to the ground. So you don't go up, you don't push up and like fly up and like that. So I just want to make that sure. And the next thing is, please, I see so much new players get tagged because of this. Please, if you're new to walls, don't try to do walls. If you're trying to do walls and you don't know the first thing about going on walls, go into a private lobby and try to do all sorts of random stuff with the walls before you're trained enough to do it. So my third tip is gonna be for branching. Branching and scaling. So let's say here I'm a new player. I'm little Timmy. There's a player right here. I'm getting chased. And I try to scale up here, and I fall down. I get tagged. So the same thing. What you're gonna want to do to get the scale is you're going to try to like, so instead of doing this and then just falling down, you're gonna try to just like, push up. Just push up really hard. But make sure you don't push away from the wall. Push like just up, so you won't go flying. And then as soon as you get the hang of it, you'll appreciate that. And for branching, every new player should know how to branch. That's like the first thing you should learn. So to branch, all you're going to have to do, it's really simple. You're just gonna have to get on a branch, and just jump to a different branch. So you do, just push. You might have to, for some far distances, you might have to use both hands. But all you have to do is jump from hand to hand, branch to branch, like this. Hand to hand, branch to branch. And so the next thing I'm gonna cover is the normal stuff, is some of the good stuff, like for new players, like jukes. The only juke I recommend you should do as a player is the one, because it's the only one that's kind of effective for new players, and it's the only one that's pretty easy. Because like a lot of new players, like you see someone do this and you're like, oh, how do I do that? So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a running start, right? You're gonna put your arm like this, and you're gonna let it fling to here. Now when your hand is right here, you're just gonna let it fling like this. So when you're doing it full, it should look like this. And the last thing I'm going to cover for new players is branching. So the first part about branching that I'm going to want you to do, I mean not branching, double walls. So the first part about double walls you should learn is how to jump from wall to wall using double walls. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you're going to jump first so your hand can stick there. Your hand sticks for 2 seconds, so don't worry. You can stay as long as you want. Take your time. Nothing will really happen, and you're just gonna push. This time you're gonna push up, and you're gonna try to push away so you can get to that double wall. So like this. So try to push up and away at the same time, like that, until you get to the top. So if you do all of that thing, then you will get to the top. And elevator climbing. I'm not gonna teach you elevator gliding, because that's like more of a pro tip. For elevator climbing, you're gonna put your arm through right here, and you're going to just start moving it in like a circle, like this motion, and make sure to touch the board and then don't hit that. So you're just gonna go into the middle and start doing that. So it's basically wall running, but you can't fall down. So yeah, that's all the tips I have for new players, and I'll see you And now I'm going to cover all the pro tips. So the first pro tip I'm going to teach you about is walls. So let's say you're a pro player. You've been playing for a year. You know how to you kind of know how to Lucio run, and you can vertical. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is if you can't. So let's say you're going to try to get a bit skilly, like this, and then you're going to do a juke on the wall. You're going to get tagged if you don't know how to perfectly Lucio run. So the thing I'll tell you about Lucio running is that don't do it if you don't know how to master it, because you're going to get tagged. And for those pro players that don't know how to Lucio run, all you're doing is just putting your hand right here, going in a circle motion, and doing the same thing with your left hand, and just doing it one by one. So like this. Just like that. This is really all you do. So the next tip I'm going to have is scaling. So for scaling, some people think they can scale. They're going slow like this. You're not going to want to go slow. If you're going to say that you can scale, you're going to have to go pretty fast. So you're going to have to go at least this fast. At least that fast. And for branching, don't just go to random branches. Make up a route. The simplest route I have for you right now is this route. So you're going to jump to here. Here, I'll just tell you what the route is. So you're going to jump to right here. You're going to jump up, hit this branch, and jump to these two branches. Try to get up here, and then get here, and you're on stump. And that'll confuse most players, because most of them don't know how to do this. So make sure to try to use that sometimes. And for ground, instead of just doing this, like I said for the noob tips, you're going to want to put your hand like this, move it like that, but just go in a circle like this. Just keep doing that on the floor. And don't try to push too far, so you would do like this. Try to like go in small circles, so like this. And you'll go way faster, like I am right now. You'll go be gliding. And so you'll be like that. And for this, I'm gonna for double walls, I'll teach you elevator gliding. So you're just gonna elevator climb all the way to right here, and you're just gonna get your left hand and just smack it. Okay, please get off. Okay, and you're just gonna like find an open space, get to like right here. Take this, please. Take it off. Okay, I'll do it again. And you're gonna like smack. So you're gonna like smack it off, and then go to the other side, and just keep doing that. So and the last tip I have for pro players is on the ground when you're doing a lot of good jukes. If you're really not trying to get tagged, go for it, man. Get skilly. Do a lot of jukes. Break their ankles. Tell them the ankle's broken. They're gonna get pretty annoyed. So if they get annoyed, please stop doing it. But just do it for the funnies, okay? So that's all the tips I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.